I feel like in order to overcome something like depression, you have to understand just where it stems from. Right? Most people are under the impression that depression stems from depression, but that's not it at all. The underlying issue is anger. Depression stems from anger. It's when anger is left in a negative state and being repressed. It's being expressed femininely, which is passive, so it's a negative state. So instead of this anger being released and utilized as some kind of energy and power, it's passively being held on to, and it becomes a feminine kind of way to express anger. In that, it becomes depression. That's what sadness is. It's when you have anger deeply repressed within you, and it's just passively lingering around, if you will. You can notice if you've ever been extremely angry and let it out in whatever way, shape, or form. Afterward, you are not depressed whatsoever. You might feel bad about it, but there's this high energy and there's no depression to it. Versus, if you would have held that in and went home, kept thinking about it, never went in your room and screamed in a pillow, which is good to do, right? If you have anger, you should definitely express it. Just do it alone. Don't take it out on others. A hard lesson to learn. But if you take that home with you and you don't ever express it in any way, shape, or form, it becomes depression. So, most of us have some sort of depression, whether it's from your childhood, something negative happening, mean parents, mean friends, you didn't fit in at school, there's something deep in your being that made you angry and bothered you to your core, and you never expressed it. That's what depression is. So, as long as my point is, and the point of me making this video, is so long as we keep focusing on, I'm depressed, it's depression, you're never really going to get to the issue. Because the underlying issue is that you're fucking pissed off deep down inside somewhere. Someone didn't love you the right way, someone didn't treat you the right way, and I don't say that in a smart-ass way. I mean it deeply. You just didn't feel the warmth of the village, right? So now you want to burn it down. And if you keep repressing that feeling, it becomes a depression. It's like you want to cry, but you want to scream at the same time. If you really watch your depression, it's not to the point where you just want to sleep, right? You can see that it stems from something that's pissed you off and hurt you and made you angry. Also, keep in mind that when I say anger can be expressed positively, I don't mean from a place of ego, right? If you can become just aware of yourself when you're angry, the energy that comes with that transforms into a kind of creativity. So now there's this fearlessness, this creativity, and this high energy that you have in your awareness. And instead of acting in that from an unconscious place, which would be ego and anger, now that energy is being utilized through awareness. That's how you would express anger in a masculine sense, right? Because that's more aggressive. You're doing something with it. So, to express anger femininely, however you say that, I'm going to mess it up every time, is to express it passively, aka to not let it go whatsoever. It's just kind of lingering around. And that, it creates depression. So anger itself isn't to be expressed from just an egotistical standpoint. It's to be transformed. But for sure, if you're not at that point, like most of us, go home, grab a pillow, and scream into it as loud as you can and get that out. Do something with that energy, or it's going to linger around and be depression. Damn, I hate that word lingering. said it again.
Spiritual tools.